Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Aurea and this is DIY with Aurea. I hope you're doing great. If this is your first time stopping by, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification button. Like that, every time I upload a video, you will be one of the first ones to get notified. In this channel, I do DIYs on a budget. If this is something that you believe you can enjoy, then I will encourage you to subscribe. Hope you enjoy it, and now let's get crafting. And now let's start with DIY number one. I have this board that I'm repurposing. I have these little wooden beads, and I'm just gonna go ahead and leave them right there. I'm gonna give it one coat of white paint, and this is chalk paint. And these are the colors that I'm going to be incorporating in the board. I'm gonna try to paint it and make it look like it's the ocean. And now I'm going to be using the same colors to paint these skewer sticks. And now I have this boat that I bought at Dollar Tree. I added a shell right here and two tumbling blocks. I'm gonna be putting a little bit of hot glue, and I am going to glue it right here in place. And this is the way it's looking so far. And as you can tell, those little beads that I left there, I thought that I was gonna use these Chiscaba sticks to put them through that hole right there, but you'll see what I wind up doing. Now with these fish that I bought at Dollar Tree, I'm gonna paint them with the same colors, this lighter and dark blue. I'll be doing that to all 5 of them. I will only be using 4. So now that everything is dry, I'm measuring the skewer sticks to see how long I want it. And like that, I will start assembling it. And this is what I did. I wind up making a hole with my drill, and like that, the skewer stick will be able to fit in there. And again, I thought I was gonna use those wooden beads to be able to put the fish or the skewer stick in there, but I thought it would look better if I did the holes that I'm doing right now. And I only used one of them, which is the last bead in the other corner of the sailboat. And this is the way it's coming out so far. I'm gonna go ahead and put the third fish here, and this is the way it's looking so far. I hope you have enjoyed this beautiful DIY. So I'm going to be painting this picture frame with this white chalk paint. I'm going to go ahead and take it apart so like that it could be easier for me to paint the frame. I'm going to give it 2 coats. And now that it's dry, I took this vinyl green paper and I went and I put it in place. But later on, you'll see that this green did not go with the decor, so I wind up putting a light blue color in there. But in the meantime, I have these 2 fish. I am painting some of the stripes with this apple barrel acrylic color, and it's called Cloudless. So I'll be doing that to several stripes. The other ones can remain the same color. And once it's completely dry, we'll start assembling it on top of the picture frame with 2 Jenga blocks or tumbling blocks. I'm just gonna go ahead and hot glue it to the fish and then the fish to the picture frame. So I have this anchor that I will also be painting, and the colors that I will be using: blue bonnet and the color cloudless from Apple Barrel. And now I have this string, and this is from a mop hair. I'm just gonna go ahead and hot glue it right here in the corner, and then I'll just go ahead and wrap it around the anchor. And now with a little bit more hot glue, I'll go ahead and glue it right here on top of the frame. I also have this ring from Dollar Tree. I'm just painting it in white. I'm gonna set it to the side so it can dry, and I'm coming back in with this mop hair. I'm taking 3 strings, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little bit of tape right here to hold it in place, and I will be braiding it. Once it's braided, what I'm gonna do is in the corners, I'm just gonna use a little bit of hot glue and trim the ends. Once that is done, then we are ready to glue it in the back of this picture frame, and we are ready to display it. I am so excited about the next DIY. Don't go anywhere because you are going to love it. So I found this branch outside. I took it inside, and now I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting all these branches out. After all of these branches are cut in little pieces, I have this wreath form that I got at Dollar Tree. I already took it outside and painted in white. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start putting all these branches around this wreath form with these pipe cleaners. And I am going to try to make this right here. Isn't this beautiful? Costs $69.99, and I'm going to try to recreate it with close to nothing. So the branches are all put together. I have these starfish. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting them with some hot glue around the wreath. I also have some shells that I will also be hot gluing to this beautiful wreath. So now making sure that everything is secure, now I'm coming in with these beautiful pearls also from Dollar Tree, and I will be putting 4 of them around these shelves. I think this is coming out pretty neat, I would say. You're gonna have to let me know in the comments section, what do you think about this one? But don't go away because we are not done. Once all these pearls are put in place, I also have this picture frame that I purchased at Michael's, and I bought, I think it was 4 or 5 for $5 in that grab bag. Originally it was $34.99. I'm gonna go ahead and paint it white with chalk paint. And now that it's dry, I'm gonna go ahead and start assembling that beautiful coastal wreath. So I'm using that pipe cleaner because it's white and I think it just is perfect. I went and I tied it right back here. And once it's tied, I also have this rope from Dollar Tree that I am going to be using it to go ahead and hang it on the wall. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut a piece, tie a knot in each corner, and this is it for our third DIY. I hope you enjoy it, and if you do, don't forget to give me that big thumbs up. I'm pretty sure that most of you have seen these vases at Dollar Tree. I'm gonna go ahead and paint them, both of them with this white chalk paint. I'll be giving it 2 coats. So once that was dry, I took this blue color and I started putting some of this blue color right here. But after I did that, I did not quite like it, so I stopped. But I left it like that, and then later on I come back and I paint the whole entire thing back in white. In the meantime, I have these little wooden blocks from Dollar Tree. So with some hot glue, I'm just gonna go ahead and put them right here on the top of the vase. The reason that I'm gluing it the way that I am backwards is because, or I should say upside down, is because I want to make sure that these blocks are all even with the top of the vase. I hope this is making sense. If you continue to watch, it'll make more sense. I'm gonna do this to both of the vases. And now with this nautical rope, I will just go ahead and glue it right here between the vase and wooden blocks. I'm going to do that to both of the vases, and later on I just come in and paint the blocks in white. So I have these 2 candles from Dollar Tree. I'm gonna go ahead and take some of that nautical rope and I'm going to wrap it around 3 times. And then once that is done, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it inside the vase. And this will be a candle holder. Look at this, how beautiful. I also have some more shells and I will start incorporating them with some hot glue right here on top of the nautical rope. And this is the way both of them are looking so far. I also have a 3rd vase that I want to go ahead and decorate it for you, and then I will show you the final reveal. In the meantime, I have this white chalk paint, and this is the vase that I was just telling you about. I'm gonna go ahead and give it 2 coats, and I also purchased this vase at Dollar Tree. I thought it was absolutely beautiful, and it is pretty tall as well. So now that it's done, I also have a piece of this nautical rope that I'm going to be putting here on the neck. I'm going to go ahead and cut the excess out. And I also have this beautiful ribbon that I'm also going to be putting here in the middle along with a fish star. And this is it for this simple DIY. I hope you enjoy it. Guys, thank you for staying until the end of the video. I hope you enjoy all of these DIYs. If you did, don't forget to leave me a comment, share with the world, and give me that big thumbs up. I will see you in my next video. Adios.